Hi, welcome. I'm Naira, and I'm here to inspire you. Welcome to my dancing forest of thoughts, and honestly, whatever it is, singing, dancing, chilling, forest of thoughts. I want to remind you how important it is to stay true to who you are, and despite where we are right now as a collective, as a society, there is so much pain and sadness and just overall hurt that's being spread. But through it all, still, there is so much love and joy and peace and inspiration that is constantly there as well. It's easy for us to notice the bad and the negative because the good is always around us. It's in the birds and the trees and the seas and the waves. It's with people hugging and kissing and gazing into each other's eyes. Um, I am practicing. I'm an apprentice at the moment to get my certification for being a professional breath coach. And I truly am so happy to have found the final piece of what I am here on earth to do, which is truly to just remind people how to breathe, to go back to breath, to go back to the beginning, because it's not something that we have to learn. Honestly, nothing in this world. I'm not here to teach anyone anything. I am just trying to get you to be a little inspired. I don't want you to be influenced to be like me. I want you to be inspired to be like you. There's too much out here that is constantly telling you to buy and to do and to be and to journal and to manifest and to spell and whatever it is. And honestly, before any of that, just remember to breathe. Just breathe. During one of my breathing meditations, I realized that, wow, breathing, connected conscious breathing, is consciousness's favorite thing to do because it's the only time it knows that it exists, right? Because everything else is just happening. Things, the leaves are growing, trees are growing, birds are singing, everything, bombs are exploding, people are dying. Everything is just happening. And when you breathe, and you let your body do the breathing and your mind do the consciousness part, you realize, like, wow, I'm here, I'm connected to everything, I am everything, and everything is me, because we either exist or we don't, and non-existence doesn't exist. That's the whole point of it, right? So you'll definitely come into this forest of mine where I will be rambling my thoughts out loud, because this is a place that I can do that, and I can do that freely, and I can do that willingly, because it's my own home where I live in my mind. And just giving you a little piece of that, right? I've had to come to terms and decide, like, who am I willing to give to the world, right? And to whoever sees this, one person, doesn't matter, as long as it's one. And even if that one is just me, that's all I'm looking for. That's what I'm waiting for. Because there are so many pieces of us. We go around life and we have to be everything, right? We have to be everything. We have to be something to someone always. And I am channeling this version of myself, a little gift of myself that I can actually put out, because she's the one who can handle it all. She's the one who is doing all the inspiration. She's the one who's constantly inspired and inspiring, right? Because that is where I want to live, like to be truly inspired, like think about it, right? Like to want to do something because somebody invoked or something invoked in you this magical feeling of, man, I want to do something too. I don't want to do that. Like I don't want to be her, right? I don't want to be you. I want to be me. I want to be the best me that I can. And that's hard to do, especially putting yourself out into the world, right? But this is where we are. We're here now, where we can be connected like this and gift ourselves and get gifts from others who are just also living, who are just intuitively living for the greater good, right? I am always 100% going to back up, defend, stand up for what I believe is right and what I believe is fundamentally good for humans and source, right? And just the goodness of it. So like inspire comes from I inspire, right? Or like it's the me, the I that gets to do the inspiring. It comes from within, right? It doesn't come from outside. I have to be inspired. And I think it's going to be a challenge, and I'm excited, and you may be confused because so am I. I don't know exactly what it is that I want to do. I don't know exactly how I want to spread this breath, this gift of breath and inspiration. But I know that it's something that I'm going to do because that's what I was put here to do, you know? I think I also need to be reminded that, like, it's okay, right? It's okay to look the way that we look and to not take anything for granted, right? Our skin bags, like, they just come. Like, whenever I get complimented on my being, my physical being, I appreciate it. And I always thank people, right? Because I'm like, you got to be it to see it. If you're calling me beautiful, you must be too. But also more than that, it's like what we do with that beauty, right? Like if we are beautiful people, and there is no one standard of beauty either, right? Like if you consider me beautiful, you immediately are as well. And vice versa, I think the whole world is beautiful. That's why I'm so beautiful, right? And I think accepting that has been a challenge to take beauty, self beauty, and not feel like I'm being, I guess, like, I don't even know, like big headed or self centered or whatever those words are. Like I'm just realizing more and more that I'm the only one who can control, honestly, anything in my life, right? I'm the one who can control what my face looks like, and I can only enhance what I already have. I can't change my face to be anyone else. I can enhance it. I can just leave it, something I don't need to change. I don't need to ever change my smile. My smile is just fine. But I do a different hairstyle just about every day. So you get to pick and you choose, right? Some people take dramatic, permanent changes of their nose or like whatever, and that's okay too, because that is what gives them the joy and the excitement to be alive. And that's what I want to do, because I'm constantly reminded every single day of how fleeting life is and how much only we can come together for ourselves. There's nobody else coming to save us. There's nobody coming to do anything for us. It's only us. It's only us. So today, what I want to do is I want to dance a little bit. And what I want to ask you to do is I want you to pick your favorite songs, and I want you to put them on your headphones, and I want you to dance with me to your own music, just to you, with you, right? Playtime with you. Be your own best friend. Be your own mother. These are just things that we have to allow ourselves to be. Allow yourself to just be and breathe. So while I do the dancing, one of the most important things, because I constantly am talking or thinking, right? And having a conversation in my head. So just the idea of movement, when I'm moving, I'm breathing. I'm constantly breathing. And when I get tired, like even though the song may be fast, I go to the lowest beat, the first layer of the beat, and I stay with that and I breathe with that. So there are just going to be little tips, not tips and tricks, whatever. I don't know how to explain that. But just things that I personally do that I want to share. Because I think that with the dance especially, you know, people are like, oh, how do you dance like that? Can you teach me how to dance? And the truth is, no, I cannot teach anybody how to dance, just how I cannot teach anybody how to breathe. What I can do is I can bring out from you what you already have within. The reason I move the way I move is because I've been dancing forever and I can only do what I do. Like I can only dance that way when the music is right for me, right? So the music has to be right for you. People who are like, oh, teach me how to dance. Like, no, I'm not going to give you like, these are the steps. I will give you just little highlights like stomping your feet. You will hear me stomp my feet. That releases stress and tension from your body. It's a good thing to do. You should do that. Swaying your hips, swaying them, swaying them, swaying them. Making figure eights. These are things that are good for your self regulation, your self motivation, your confidence. When you move your hips, you feel sexy, you feel good, you want to do it more. Okay. So these are two. And then just the constant, just the breathing. Keep your exhales longer than your inhales, remembering to be present where you are right now and remembering like, oh my God, I'm dancing. I'm dancing. So I'm actually getting really excited to dance. I'm going to pause this video for a second. I'm going to get my headphones. I hope you pause it too. You get your headphones and you pick a couple songs, 3 to 5 songs. I think that's what I want to do. I think I'm going to do 3 today. Just as this like little teaser inside feeling and see how that goes. So I'll be back in a minute. It won't be much for you. Once I have all of my provisions for this, and I like to call this Boomba. I like to call it Boomba. I want you to just, whatever that word makes you feel is how I want you to move. So let's try it out, all right?